Hey, hi, Facebook friends, family, fellow Americans. I haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd pop this one off to you. I've been doing a lot of reading here on Facebook and on the internet, and what I'm seeing disturbs me. Disturbs me a whole lot, and it should disturb every American in this country, but it won't. For the main and simple reason we've got idiots who wouldn't know the truth if it walked up and bit them in the butt. They're so dead set Democrat they don't give a shit what the person that's running stands for, how she lies, anything. They don't care. She's a Democrat. That's the only thing that sticks in their mind. She's a Democrat. That's all that counts to them. And that's wrong. And now I'm reading a lot of stuff on the Republican Party, and I'm seeing where Mitt Romney, who had a chance to be president of the United States, he had a good chance to win. He even had Donald Trump backing him, supporting him, but he didn't put forth the effort. Why? Because he's a wimp. He's spineless. He's bought and paid for. And there's a bunch of others like Paul Ryan, or not Paul Ryan, that clown that's Speaker of the House or whatever he is, that clown. He's a backstabbing, lying SOB too, and we're letting him get away with this. Okay, here's the thing that gripes me, is everybody saying, oh, Trump's a racist, and oh, Trump's this, and oh, Trump's that. But the thing is, every time somebody calls him a racist, it gets proven, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he's not. This is a media twist. This is the bought and paid for Democratic media. And it's as simple as that. That's the God's honest truth. We don't have, except for maybe one news company anymore that's on television that semi tells the truth when they report the stuff and are semi-impartial when they report the news. It's not like it used to be back when Walter Cronkite, Chet Huntley, the Huntley-Brinkley report, and others that reported the news. They reported it impartially, and they let us as Americans decide. Now, here's the thing that is really bugging me. We've got Mitt Romney and his little crew of cronies. They're all having this big meeting in Utah. I think it's this weekend or next weekend. I'm not sure which one it is. But what they're planning on doing is overthrowing Donald Trump at the Republican convention. And, you know, that's all well and good, except for they're forgetting one minor little detail. And it's a very important detail, but they're forgetting it. The American people. Now, I've been saying this for a long time in my videos, and if you take a look at history and you take a look at what I'm saying, you're going to see that I'm right, and it's coming, and it's going to happen right after July if these Republican sellouts do something to mess Donald Trump's run for the White House up. Because once they do that, Hillary's going to walk in. Simple as that. And then I know for a fact, along with if Trump gets tossed out on his ear, what's going to happen? We're going to have a revolution in this country. Patriots like myself and others are fed up. We're done. We're done with the status quo of the good old boys, the backroom deals, congressmen sitting up there in Congress saying, well, I can't live on $174,000 a month. a year. Jesus Christ, I have never made $174,000 in 1 year my whole life. And you can't live on it? I'm retired, a disabled veteran. My wife's disabled. We both get a little stipends, and we make about, not even, I'm going to tell you right now, not even $2,000 a month. But we make ends meet. We have a roof over our head, we have clothes on our back, food in our belly, and yes, we can even afford to have a car. Because we don't spend on shit we don't need. We don't go to $2,500 a plate dinners. We don't go to the movies. Except for once in a great while if we look at our finances and say, yeah, we can splurge and go to a movie and have a nice evening out. We know how to live on it, and we're making it. I mean, I'm not living lavishly. I'm not buying new clothes. I'm not buying new cars. I'm not doing this, that, and the other thing. But we're making it. So, my point is, if you don't watch any other videos or don't pay any attention to any of the videos I've made in the past, please pay attention to this one. Because if Donald Trump does not get the GOP backing him after this convention next month, there's going to be a lot of hell raised. And if Hillary gets elected into the presidency, there's going to be a revolution. There's no doubt in my ex-military mind about that. Because right now, I've talked to many military. I still got lots of connections in the military. A lot of people I know, a lot of people that have just recently got out that I've known for a long time. And they all feel the same way. If she becomes president of the United States, they're not listening to one damn word comes out of her mouth. They will disobey every order that comes out of her mouth because they know exactly what she is. She proved that with Benghazi, and it's already been proven that she's not going to get prosecuted. She's not going to get prosecuted for the main and simple reason that Obama has told Loretta Lynch, the Attorney General, not to call up a grand jury to see if they need to take her to trial, even with the FBI presenting all the evidence they need, forwarding a writ of criminal activity. It's not going to happen. Obama has already said that he backs her to be his successor to the White House. That's a conflict of interest. Because you can't do that as president. You have to be impartial. And he's not being impartial. And the reason why Loretta Lynch is not going to bring up any charges against Hillary is because she brings up charges against Hillary. The FBI has emails that Obama sent to Hillary with classified information in them. And they don't want Obama implicated in anything that Hillary did that was illegal. What was it? The Inspector General or whoever it was, the head of the State Department guy there, said that nobody knew she had this server. She kept it on the DL. Nobody gave her permission. There's no record of anybody having signed off on it, any of that. And that's damning evidence right there. Now, do you want this person in charge of the country and taking your Second Amendment rights away from you? She takes the Second Amendment away. What's next? The First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, the Third Amendment, 14th Amendment, all of them. They'll be gone. What's going to happen is it'll be you do what you're told, when you're told, and how you're told, and that's just all there is going to be to it. Until ISIS, the Islamic regime, steps in, beheads her butt because she's a female and she can't be in charge of anything because that's against Islamic belief. And then there we're going to sit, folks. It's not going to be pretty if she gets elected. It's not going to be pretty if Donald Trump gets screwed over at the convention, which I can see coming. It's not going to be pretty. The American people got to wake up and say enough of this crap is enough. People need to go tell Mitt Romney and all his little crew of cronies, shut the hell up, sit down, back Donald Trump, and shut up. Because we as Americans are tired of the status quo. And any senators that are up for election, congressmen that are up for election this time around need to be voted out. Because I guarantee you there's a lot of them been there for more than 2 or 3 terms. I think a 2-term limit is fine for every one of them. If it's good enough for the President of the United States, it's good enough for Congress. Why? Because they sit there and they don't do nothing. They forgot who they work for. They tell us what to do. We don't tell them what to do. How can that be? We as Americans need to say, hey, look, Hillary is not getting in the White House until she answers to her crimes. If she is innocent, so be it. Found innocent, so be it. I'll go along with it. But she has to stand trial. She has to answer to every charge they've got. And she has to prove her innocence and non-culpability to it. We have got to make our people that we put in Washington, D.C. accountable. We need to walk up to Loretta Lynch's office and tell her, you're going to be doing what you need to do. The FBI is just about ready to turn in their recommendation saying, yeah, she needs to, I know, and you need to do what needs to be done. And you don't need to play no little games, because you play little games, you're going to be in a jail cell right beside her. We need to do this, folks. It's just as simple as that. Well, that's all I got for this little rant, ladies and gentlemen. But remember, things are going to get ugly if Donald Trump doesn't get the nomination at the convention. And things will get super, super ugly if Hillary Clinton gets elected as President of the United States. You can bank on that. You can mark my words on that. And you can take it to the bank. Because it will happen. Too many people are fed up with the way things are run in this country. Too fed up with all of it. We've got laws on the books and they're not being enforced because we've got a president that says, oh no, don't worry about it. Wrong goddamn answer. We got those laws on the books for a reason. Our protection. He doesn't give a shit about us. Hillary doesn't give a shit about us. That's all I got. Y'all have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.